Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm OracleUnicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Be sure to check your zodiacs on my Facebook page, OracleUnicorn, hashtag OracleUnicorn. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sharing liking definitely helps to move the video along for others to see in the YouTube feed. And sharing, you never know who else will see this and be able to help them as well. All right, this is a general collective reading. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Because I've been sitting here playing with them. That's why. Okay. There's something very significant about the number 20. Or it's because it's a number 2. Or 10 equal. Oh, that's cool, because I just took a picture of my 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, and how those ended up there and why they're there is because my son, he plays with a little card deck, like a little playing cards deck, and he's trying to learn, the cards too. So I think it's just so cute. And he's like, I don't want this one. This one's a different color. And it happens to be the 10 of clubs, which I personally kind of saw it as wands. And the diamonds to me seem like they would be pentacles. Well, it's definitely the other way around, but that's how it felt. That's how it just always seemed to me. I don't know why, but maybe it's because the diamonds just, to me, seems like it would be a pentacle, but no, it's not. Because the fact it's red, it's definitely a wands. So, yeah. Well, we figured out that, it's 10 of Pentacles. It means money. So we're like, okay, here, let me put it on my altar. We'll do this. And he's like, oh, good idea. Here, look, I have another one. And I was like, well, that one's yours, and this one will be mine. So we'll make it, an amazingness of, home with plenty to have. And then he's like, well, I want mine on the altar too. So we ended up with 20 of Pentacles on the freaking altar. I was like, all right, this works. So I find that interesting how I turn it on and we end up with a 20. Yeah, there we go. We end up with a 20. So let's move on with this. Oh, and on top of that, it's so funny because I just found this peacock skirt. And then it was so hard to find a shirt to go with it. And I got one shirt because I got the peacock shirt before, and I didn't have enough for this shirt. And this shirt I ended up finding another time after I went back to Goodwill. And I was like, oh my gosh, the shirt is still here. So this was the original shirt I matched with it, which works perfectly. But I got another one that had this green teal color. I thought it would go better with it. And I put it on, and I was like, this doesn't look like it matches. And I went to my son, and I'm like, this looks good, right? With the other shirt. And I was like, it looks like it matches, right? He's like, no, Mom, that does not seem like it matches. I was like, I didn't think so either. So I was like, okay, what about this shirt? I thought this one always matched. And I was like, this one goes great, And he's like, yeah, the black and the black. Okay. I was like, oh, no, it's not black. It's definitely dark blue, but awesome. Thank you. Yes, I know it matches. I was like, okay, so he's a good one to ask about if my clothes match. I'm such a, I'm a very out there person, and I like to have really coordinated type of out there clothing. But I like it to match at least. And some things that I wear doesn't look like it matches, but to me, I'm like, oh no, it totally matches. And no, that shirt did not match. Now I don't even know what I'm going to do with the shirt because I got that shirt literally for this skirt, and it doesn't match the skirt. And this shirt matches a different skirt way better. So, yeah. Me and my clothing, yeah, y'all know. I'm like, I'm not even on top of my clothing as much as I should be when it comes to my videos. But hey, it's all right, because I like focusing on the content anyway. All right, y'all. We're getting into it. Okay, it's not as bad as I initially thought the energy was going to be. This is actually really good. You're definitely in the prime energy of change and making your wishes come true. There's a pickle someone's getting through, but I definitely made some more. I wrote on the back of some of these cards some things. I wrote on the back of some of these ones. So I got some more kind of like informational type of help about some of these issues. We've got we have serious personal protection right here, okay? Yeah, see, this is why I brought out my ancestry deck and dream animals. See, and I just don't feel like we need Zolar. I almost brought out Tarot on top of Tarot. I really did. Yeah, this is what I thought. Because someone's heavily focused in getting through this very dry area, okay? And I feel like there's an energy of heavy fear, but having a certainty about someone's standing up, their guard. I'm seeing my card, the cat guarding this flag, and it was destined. This is destined here. There are lessons that you're seeing as to why this is happening, and some of you why maybe I literally wrote on one of those cards, like feeling back into a corner. So I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up coming out. So, but I feel there is definitely, there is a law here working itself out that's going to help you to move forward into like this more fruition type of energy prayer. There's going to be illumination of one's road into this direction, okay? There's a little bit of fickle about it, but I feel you're being led and guided by a lot of past life memories. Very interesting. You're being led by past life memories. There's a lot of dream work going on. It's also helping you to see a lot of the transmutation in perception about everything when it comes to this lifetime's past and the correlation with other lifetime paths. I really feel you're going to understand what I'm talking about because I feel a little bit lost. So, and this is also helping you to understand your fickle and how it's your prayer, like how this situation was actually one of your wishes come true. Wow, see, that's heavy. It's going to be really hard for some people, but it really is. That rough situation was one of your wishes come true. Oh, because if it wasn't for that, oh wow, I've actually felt this energy for myself. If it wasn't for possibly that person and that situation and the train of events it created, you wouldn't be at the prime self as this situation has created you to become, has woken you up to become. And I felt that too, especially when it came to someone of my past and all the things that I went through. And I honestly, like, literally told the person in my heart, I would go through it all again just to be able, because I knew that was the path that took me to meeting this person. And I literally told him, like, I would go through it again. I was like, I don't want, that would suck. I would not want to, but I would. But also I put back in my soul the mastery, growth, and authentic self that I don't have to. Even in my next life, I won't have to go through all this again because I went through it and pulled all those lessons and energies is now in that soul process. Because what I have revealed in my work, not saying that this is true, but it has been revealed for me as true, is oh, I don't want to lose it. I lost it. Maybe it'll come back. Well, I guess that's part of the process, y'all. I sure enough did lose it. Well, maybe it was meant to do that. All right, I have to move forward because I don't remember anymore. That totally happens, but it's okay. If it's meant to come back, it always comes back, okay? Honestly, this is how I have really seen the authentic energy in my heart's destined path, because if like it's triggered, or if it leaves and it comes back, or if I try to get rid of it or walk away from some sort of feeling I'm going through, and it just keeps coming back, I know there's some sort of like for real meaning behind it, or it's something extremely authentic to myself, and it's real, like this mastery and understanding the reality and purification. I almost got it back. It's something about protection and something else. I almost got it back. So there's this grounding personal protection about a lot of this and the authentic self. I really feel this is feeling secure in the authentic self, and really allowing oneself to kind of illuminate and see and embrace the change of themselves. And it'll bring you into a level of like, I see that it's bringing back a level of you not being afraid, possibly of specific people and their potential. I'm seeing that there could be one or few people that you're possibly afraid of their potential because you've seen an energy of their potential. And I'm feeling like your ancestors, yeah. Oh, this is heavy. All right. Your ancestors want you to see and know in yourself. This is authentic mastery work, okay? They want you to know, see, and for yourself that it doesn't matter what this person does. This is interesting. Everything will be played out in exactly the way it needs to be played out. Oh, I'm seeing a repel card too. Anything and everything, since you are gaining your power back, is going to be repelled back. It doesn't matter how strong you think it is. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It will be repelled back because they are giving their power up and you are taking your power back. So that makes you a higher level of vibration. So that vibration cannot affect your heightened level of vibration. In retrospect, not that it actually does this, it's shooting underneath you, okay? Energetically wise, and realistically wise, it's hitting you, but it's being like you have risen your mirrors, okay? When you were giving your power away, your mirrors were down, and this is why it was affecting you. Now you've risen your mirrors, and it's just, yeah. So it's this is changing everything you see about magic, honestly, especially if you work with magic. And honestly, I feel there's a good portion of you that watch me work with magic, and you're seeing how real this is. You're seeing why. A lot of things that I've said, how when it comes to there's nothing they can do about it. It's true. And it's not true if you're really giving your power away, Yeah, they can have that power over you and they can harm you because you're giving your power away to them to be able to. Now, if you have your risen mirrors up, there's no way. They're only hurting themselves. They're the one with the sword and you're the one that's going, oh, this is going to suck for you. And this is why I have this attitude about myself that I have, especially with any negativity against my work. I'm sitting here like, well, this is going to suck for you. This is not going to affect me. And if I do go through certain issues and it makes me walk away from doing this for a few days, it's not because that person has caused this to be able to happen. This is because, in a way, it lined up like that, because I don't believe in coincidences. It lined up like that to have them believe more of their illusion. And that's what was lined up for them to go through. And what was lined up for me to see is, you still have no focus, so they have no power. So your mirror is still up. And I'm only going through, because I almost forgot, I'm only going through what I'm going through because of the fact that I have a transformation I'm going through. So it's not that, yeah, I don't believe in coincidences, but I can feel the energy of that happening. But I know in my own power that that's only holding up a mirror, protecting me because I'm in my vulnerable state to go through my own shifting. Okay. So yes, you're going to feel as if you're breaking apart, but don't sit here and give your power away to those people that, oh, they're causing this in you. No, really. It's not a matter of coincidences, but in a sense it is, because it's not actually, because it is happening at the same time, but with the understanding of defenses, you are creating this, you are technically mirroring their karmic actions. And this is what's creating this mastery here. And this is why you have this change going on with this illumination and this purification, okay? And this is your listening to your conscious energy. This, you see, okay, this has dowsing rods in it, okay? Now these dowsing rods are sticks. So you can't tell much of ghosts when it comes to sticks. But these are the energy fields. These sticks to me represent your opening of your consciousness, your subconscious, I would say, your heightened self, the awakening energy of yourself, compared to this and not using it. And it's dry and you feel lost. Compared to this, you're listening to it and hearing it, and the vibrations are expanding outwardly. And also in retrospect, those vibrations are affected as your mirror, or someone would consider it a bubble, and it just bounces off the bubble. To me, it's a mirror effect, because there's a lot of mirror energy when it comes to magic, and it just makes more sense to me that person is just dishing out their own karma, and your karma, technically, karma is beautiful. You do your stuff out of pure of heart. It's just going to reflect back on you. You have your own mirror too. You send out that love, your mirror is going back and sending you that love. Okay. So, and especially if you give a lot of it, you best believe that love comes back. Best believe it comes back. Look at them books. And this has been my work. And my work has been in that bed, crying my eyes out. And best bet. It does work. You do get results. And this is exactly why there's that freaking jaguar there, because the Mayans knew that. They knew crossing through the jaguar pit would freaking bring you to enlightenment. That's of all of your overcoming all of your obstacles. That freaking jaguar card in my deck is obstacles. And I feel like the reason why I see my person literally as a jaguar in the unseen world is because there's a shift in illumination of realizing that he is his own obstacle because of his own perceptions. And allowing himself to play is what's going to strip it. Because I always asked myself, why do I keep seeing him as this? And that's not how I see him. I see him as a different animal. Like, but that's what I keep seeing. And I was just like, all right, I figure it out. So yes, I feel there's a huge mastery in this purification of the self. Man, soul retrieval stuff is wicked. Like, wicked. Awesome wicked. Okay. Yeah, and you definitely have certainty. There's a lot of clarity being cleared up for you about this. You're having beautiful, gentle aggression with your purification about yourself and allowing these mirrors to raise because of possible lashing or backlashing for some of you that you see within themselves. I mean, the only thing that I can truly say, there's no shame in asking for help for someone in a way, but I would just listen to your intuition on that, because I don't know everyone's situation detail for detail. And this is why I say listen to your intuition, but this is what I'm seeing, okay? And I know I say certain things that maybe I may not understand why I'm saying it, but I have noticed people have come back to me and been like, thank you. And I'm like, I'm glad that I could just, extend some sort of energy out that really helped, I'm glad I was able to do that. I'm glad that, I pull myself out of bed every day and step up, Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, okay? Because there is an energy of law here. This is following universal law. And I feel like this is why there's heavy energy. Whew. Yes, I just felt and saw a huge tarantula. No, it wasn't even a tarantula. It was a bird spider. And bird spiders don't have poison or something. They don't kill you when they bite you. And they're from Australia, but I just had this huge image of a bird spider right on top of our layout right here. So that's a huge energy of patience. And I would say with the bird spider not having poison to kill, be wary of poisoning, because I just keep seeing and hearing a lot of omens about poison. So I just want to extend that energy out there, especially with anyone in a very heavy karmic dynamic with someone, that could be a possibility, okay? And this could be this change and illumination. Okay, is there anything else? This is why I get this deck when I feel there's warnings. This is a heavy fickle in love, but this is helping to strengthen your eyesight, your third eye energy, and illumination and opening of your heart, and acceptance of one's heart and authentic self. Okay, you have to have the acceptance of one heart and the triggering of all these feelings to be able to fully accept yourself. Because if you disregard all of what you're feeling, you're not fully accepting yourself. You're not being authentic with yourself. This is the whitewashing we've been talking about. But there was another element of whitewashing that was going on that we are now, coming to, which is why I feel I have not seen or feel the whitewashing energy, but it is hanging in your balance, okay? I do see it hanging there. It's not slapped here like the spider was slapped here, but it is hanging there. I do see it hanging, okay? Wow, this gift is intense. Some of the things I see is trippy, because it was like I literally saw the huge spider there, and I'm just like, I was like, I mean, this thing was like on top of my freaking table. It was weird. Oh my gosh. What gifts? It's like, whew, I'm burning up. Oh, holy cow, y'all. And I have a nervous tick when it comes to spiders. I really do. Like, I love spiders. They're amazing. Ever since I was young, though, I could not touch them. I admired them. I loved them. And if I am fine if I see a small one on me, I have the strength to be able to get somewhere else off of me. But no, not if it's small. If it's bigger than a fingernail, or if it's about as big as my fingernail, this is not happening. You will be in a pot, a cup or something. I will get a paper and I would go, go outside. I just freak out. My body freaks out. It's like, I can't. It is so funny. But I love them. I love them. I've had a dream, and it wasn't even a nightmare. I had a dream about millions of spiders crawling up me. And it was like this energy of patience. And it was the same dream. Like, oh my gosh, I had this dream years ago. But how old was my son? Oh man, he had to have been maybe 2, maybe 3. So, it was a long time ago. And this dream, man, I did not know what it was. But I was like, I mean, I know, but I just can't talk too much about it. But it was one heck of a freaking dream. I did do a video about it, actually. It was on my own YouTube channel talking about this dream. All right, let's move on. I want to get the tarot cards. That's what's going on here. All right, but I'm going to pull these first. I'm going to get some tarot cards. We're going to get my Infinite Hearts deck and my... I don't even know what to call that. It's, nope, still don't know what to call it. I don't know. It just has a bunch of words in it. That's all it is. Okay, authenticity about a curse. And at my feet, on my box that I put my feet on, because it's like me standing my ground and my power, my authentic power of myself. There's so many meanings to it, why I do it. When it was given to me, it was like that was the first thing I did. I plopped it on the ground and stood on it. I'm just like, yep, this is mine. This is mine. So we have the Shaman here. This change and transmutation into a shaman. Someone's accepting the fact that they're a shaman. They just there's no denying it. There's no denying it. You either know you have the call. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. There's no longer refusing that call. I feel like someone was afraid of it, though, because of the authentic truths that was behind a lot of this. Oh, there's a giveaway of a soul retrieval. See, this energy was coming up a lot for me after my reading yesterday. And I sit here and play around with my cards while I put them up. And this was heavily, okay? And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I might be given a soul retrieval. That's pretty wild. So, we'll see. Because y'all ended up with it too. So, genetic memory. Wow, you have genetic memory of the Shakana. I'm going to keep doing that, of the Shakana. Okay, well, seems how I just... Yeah, well... That's not what I'm looking for. Guess not quite yet. I need a Sharpie to do. Yeah, and I don't have one, and I don't feel like getting up and getting. So, oh wow, yeah. The fickle is this. Wow, this is an energy of acceptance and love. Some sort of tower moment inside of someone's awareness. You're hitting an extreme level of awareness. That's what's going on here. There's levels, and you've pretty much figured this out. There is definitely heavy levels. So you have been going through levels, and this is a supreme level, and there's going to be more supreme levels in a way. I just don't know how else to explain it, but this supreme level that you're having possibly a heavy tower moment about it inside of your heart and mind, and I feel this is bridging the heart and mind because of pure acceptance and what's happening inside of you, tied to your heart and genetic memory and possibly a lot of dreams you're having as well, because we do have this prayer here, but to me this is like a energy of ancestral giving and receiving. Okay, so giving of offerings, receiving bits and pieces of answers when necessary. You feel the calling in your heart when you move towards this and when you move away from it. Okay, and see, I don't like that prayers thing, but you're seeing in the smoke, because I like the fact that says smoke. All right. Okay, because I feel it's just more ancestry work, really. I don't resonate with this. This is not a part of it's part of other people's, but it's not a part of mine. To me, it's just, it's collaboration with the spirits. You can call it prayers, you can call it whatever you wish, but to me, it's a bond. It's talking with them. It's not necessarily a prayer. A prayer is like, oh, I want this, and I just hope you give it to me. That's how I feel prayer is used, and it doesn't sit right with me. It really doesn't. So, and it's just weird things like that, because I have this weird feeling that I don't want to use anything that has a tie, even a tiny little tie to Christianity, because it's like I have so much kind of, in a way, a triggerment of that religion or people of that religion using our work, using the thing of paganism, and then also, with all of our holidays. I just, and this is why I don't like this word cross here. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna mark it out. All right, and I just, it's not working on this card. It worked beautifully on my card. Maybe I messed it up because of doing it on there, but it'll be okay. And it sucks because probably should have used pen, because Sharpie, because I was trying to say Sharpie and marker at the same time. Sharpie wears off. Well, they say it's permanent. Yeah, right. It is maybe the cloth. Not things that you actually want to be more permanent on, like like the glossiness of a card. It rubs off over time. Okay. Anyway, I'm almost done. I just don't. I just don't like seeing it either because it bugs me. And I'm like, I need to do something about that. And when I tell myself that, I'm like, I guess you really do, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I take the time in movies to do this. Or my movie. Well, technically, there are freaking movies. The amount of time I take in them. All right, here we go. The Shikana. Maybe I should probably see how to pronounce that on there. But anyway, moving forward. All right. The authentic understanding. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're seeing the authentic understanding relating to curses. And the curse of, there's some sort of tie when it comes to this curse and the hand being over the mouth like this. So there's something with that too, and also possibly relating to feeling backed into a corner. It could be the fact that there was a lot of manipulation going on, and mental and emotional manipulation going on that's making you feel very like the only place for you is backed into a corner. And then with all of this pressure of all these emotions, it makes it hard to be able to sit back in your own purification and authentic nature and mastery to be able to see other options or other plays. Okay. Because especially if you feel in a energy of a lockdown and there is a lesson behind this, I definitely understand this feeling and this energy, because how can you heal if you're constantly in this cycle of abusive like energy or behavior or dynamic with someone? I've totally went into this. How can you heal that if it's constantly like being imprinted? Practice makes perfect. That's a hard one to swallow. It really is. And I do see this huge change, this transmutation into a change and elimination of a lot of this. So I would definitely say my condolences, because this is very heavily a sacrificial play of emotions and the mind, especially when you're dealing with someone that could be so manipulative that they have you backing yourself up in a corner out of pure fear. I feel like that's the law, that there's some sort of heavy lesson being illuminated because of the fact that you're probably going to be helping a lot of other people with this. That may be locked down in this and don't see or can even comprehend a direction out or the help because of maybe for even masculines, the embarrassment in a way, the tear down of one's confidence that they're worthy enough to even be able to have or see, or just that a option will be revealed, or that it's like some sort of like faulty hope or wish that, you're deserving of staying in this. Okay. So, and you're destined, okay, heavily destined to see the certainty and clarity in all of this. Okay. Because this is a part of your gift. This is why it was a wish come true, because this is part of your gift. There's some sort of knowledge behind it that's really going to illuminate and purify every inch of it, and you won't feel as if you are under the burden of a broken, traumatized person. And it's a hard one to transmutate. It really is. I've seen myself in this energy, and I've slowly been able to strengthen the loving eyes to see myself out of that. I even, when I was away from the person, I still was in those triggerments or that image of, someone that looks down, or that image of someone that just has to stay kept to themselves because that's what they have to do, or they're used to having to do that. Someone that's, those you can spot an abused person a mile away. You really can, especially if abused knows abused. Straight up, the abused can spot another abused a mile away. No matter, even if it wasn't physical, even if it's just mental, you can spot it a mile away. And I have been bold enough to face this and face incidences of, I know this can happen to me, but I'm going to stand. I'm going to make a stand, and I'll take it, And I've went through that energy because I've had to, and it felt like I had to stand up for a child. And I literally was like, why don't you fuck with someone your own size? I was like, I've been through this before. I'll go through it again. I can be scary. And it's because I won't let that energy, went through it. I survived it. I'll see if I can survive it again. If I have to. If I don't have to, I'll walk past it. But if you're going to sit there and put me in a cage, I will be very quiet, and I will watch and add up every tally and watch and play my cards damn good to where I don't care if it freaking tears apart my reputation. I've never cared if it tore apart my reputation. What I feel about myself and what I see about myself, it was matters the most, because that's what's going to be seen by the eyes of those who see. And that's what I wanted the most from those that have the eyes to see. And so trust in that. Trust in the fact that those that have the eyes to see will see, and they'll see it in the way they need to see it, and in its own purity, because they have the eyes of purity to be able to see. And if they don't, in yourself, they don't have the eyes that actually sees. And what I consider as these Shinigami eyes. And Shinigami eyes, actually, you can just, when you have Shinigami eyes, you can see the person's death. When someone makes a deal with the Shinigami, they end up with eyes being able to see the date of people's death. Now, when I consider them Shinigami eyes, is basically you can see beyond every freaking illusion anyone can ever put in front of you. You're like, they put up a veil and you're like, what a clear veil. This is the law. This is the real law. This is the true law, okay? And this is the law I feel that is what the veil is, and is what the veil teaches, and is the real lesson of the veil. And the weavings of the souls. You start being able to see all the weavings of all these souls. And then you really know how to play your cards right. It's almost like being able to count cards, but you're not really counting cards. You're counting weavings, and you're counting the knots, the real knots, the actual knots. Never really needed a book. All of this is right inside of you. That was too freaking perfect. And then We got this interpretation. That's what this is, interpretation. This is the left hand, the actual power of the left hand here. Actually, it's a right hand. To me, it showed me the power of the left hand. But in palmistry, you read people's right hands. But there's something, this is like an ignition of this power. And to me, it flipped. Okay, so I feel like this is left hand. It's only specific people are going to understand what I'm saying. This is that left hand ignition power of the self. Okay, and the being able to really ignite and understand how to really usher the calmness inside of yourself because of that law, knowing the law of this. And you just see, and you become one with this peace and calmness because you're like, I see. Okay. And then you watch the universe play their cards, and then you play with the universe. You end up in a like Foursquare. I don't know if y'all know what Foursquare is. It's like, you play in teams and you have to make some kind of signal or whatnot for someone to have all 4 cards, and you go Foursquare, and you and that person wins. That's what you're doing. Okay. You're understanding how to play Foursquare with the universe. Okay. With all of being able to see beyond the veil, being able to understand the laws, real laws, the laws of the fundamental cycles with the universe, the illumination, all the change, the transmutation, the authentic self, the laws of cursing, like all of the laws of the universe, literally the universe, the forces of life, all of life, the forces within the trees, the forces within the wind, the forces of the stars, and the power that ignites, especially when you rip apart the veils of there too. I mean, that's all of it, combining all of it in one. That's why I say all the forces of the universe, all of them, because all of it in its own sense is just molecules, vibrations, ignitions, triggerings, and when you learn how to play and communicate with all of that, especially when the cards are teaching you how to be able to do that, it becomes easier and easier, and then you can literally spot someone needing a soul retrieval by 2 seconds. You can have a conversation for 2 seconds and go, well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Because you can't even, some people, you'll bring up soul retrieval and they'll go, oh, that magic stuff. So there's a time, and then there's a place, and then there's not a time nor a place, and it's the time and place inside of yourself. And I feel that's also playing with the weave of patience in this too. But don't force yourself. I do have to say, don't force yourself to keep dealing with, if you're physically, like, someone's physically trying to freaking kill you or something, or physically just beating the crap out of you, or even, I would call someone. I would not say pack a bag and secretly leave, because I've had someone call the cops on me and then falsify a police report on me saying I stabbed them, and that is not what happened. They actually stabbed themselves, and I packed a bag and left, and they called the cops and told the cops that I stabbed him, and then they had the other person lie for them. Okay? So I don't care what organization says pack a bag and leave. No, that could end up you in jail. And you're the victim going, I was just trying to get out of an abusive situation, and I'm the one stuck with these charges, and now I can't go and work for what I went to college for. You know, I worked my butt off trying to freaking finish Florida Career College with bruises on me just to get out of it and to make sure I'll be able to support my kid. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, justice system. But all right, let's get back to it. So, I understand from experience. I trust and believe that. I totally understand from experience. Call for help to come to you, even if you're dead in the middle of it. I literally, when the second time this happened to me, I literally sat there, my freaking arms around my backpack, and screamed at the top of my lungs until someone called the cops. just sat there and just said, like I wasn't fucking leaving because I did that once. That did not work. And I ended up in jail. Screw that. Someone called freaking cops and you better do it now. Because I'm freaking tripping. I want to leave and I am being kept from leaving. I am like, nope. I had all of my sons. Why I was so gung-ho about this freaking backpack, I had all of my older son's court stuff in it. And that was while I was still going through court. And we were homeless, so it wasn't like it was very easy to get away from this person, and this person almost literally broke my neck. So I was like, oh, I am done. You are going to get arrested. I was like, I'm going to sit here with my backpack and scream at the top of my lungs because, oh my gosh, that hurt so freaking bad. And that person got off with 6 months of probation. Huh. I love our justice system. All right. So, let's see. So I totally get it, y'all. I totally get it. I for real get it. I'm not even finished with that deck yet. Like, I'm like shaking. Like, I remember what it felt like. And I remember sitting here going like, wow, like, hello? Yes. Yeah. Sunshine State. Yeah, 1 second.
That's on your ID card.
Yep, that's what I'm getting.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for y'all's patience with me. Oh, it's 11/11. Look at that. On the 11th. Can I message my person? Like, I counted up the numbers and I was like, oh, I think it was 11. I was like, cool. All right. So, illumination here of the Illuminous Warrior, the arrow. This is like some serious extreme focus on the journey, wow, of mastery of the self. Wow, and the understanding of curses. That is just saying, I mean, that's just the journey and the authentic and mastery of this curse. And holy cow, someone's journey is hello illuminating. Your ancestors are speaking with you through, I feel, fire and smoke. Fire and smoke is what they really like, kind of shifting pictures for you, okay? And to trust in what you see in that smoke and fire, because I've seen some stuff in fire happen. And the moon card's upside down. Sweet. Oh, wow, about your communication. Oh, wow, you're beating your own, you're beating and understanding your own fickle. Oh, there's a cleansing of this jaguar energy. What? That's what the rattle is. Someone may be doing their own soul retrievals. Rattle it. Lather and rattle. Lather and rattle. Lather. Okay. Oil cleansing. There's something you lather with, and it's helping. It's helping with ingestion. Some of you are ingesting the cursed, and that oil, that lathering, and making your own tea. And trust your powers. Trust what you have inside of yourself, of what you can do, because the energy and vibration of love changes the crystallization or the energy function in water. This is proven. So do that with your hands over your own dang tea you make, and you will cleanse this out. And then ingest only what you do make for yourself. There's this cleansing, and rattle it like rattling is sewing all of this together. And so that you have this firm grounding and strength inside of yourself, okay? And this is what's really going to cleanse this jaguar energy, okay? Yeah, we got the wind back here behind that. So there could be something that, resonates with you on that type of level, because they're telling me to leave it at that. What about this purification? Can I get one more card, please? The mastery to cut away ties. You're mastering the cutting of ties to purify yourself. Pretty gnarly. Wow. Yep. And to the understanding and severing ties of specific cursing energy. This could be also generational curse. Okay. So this is also a cleansing of generational curses, I see. That was family passed down, energetically passed down. Some of you, you and your karmic-like dynamic have been going through this type of relationship for lifetimes. Just to correct this, and I feel most of you are definitely correcting it in this lifetime because of having the mystical shaman, luminous warrior, and this focus on it. There's an illumination in changing this and focusing on this, okay? No longer being or feeling like you're left in the dark, because I feel like there was an energy of you leaving yourself out in the cold. I even went through realization energy on that with myself. I was leaving myself out, making myself feel like I was being left out in the cold. In reality, I really was not ever left out in the cold, because I trusted what I saw. I trusted what my communication in the law of this, where is it? Yes, this destiny energy here. And what I felt, the communication, the law in the communication with, the omens, your spiritual messengers, the forces of life. Okay, the law and the forces of life and what is destined, because you can't escape fate. Okay, you can choose your destiny, but you can't escape chain of events that are fated within a specific chosen destiny. Okay, because I do feel we do have the power of free will, but it depends on the direction you decide to take. Because if you choose this direction, you can't escape the chains of events of this direction. That's part of fates. That's the fates that were lined up in that. And if you choose this destiny, you still can't. I mean, there's certain things that maybe you can turn off this way, or you can make a decision this way, end up this way, but you're still choosing. That's why I call it a spider web, because it's this huge web where, that has many different ending points. It has many different ones. It's just which direction are you going to choose to lead yourself down? I mean, and the communication you get with the forces of life are the ones that are telling you, okay, well, you'd have to do this, this, and this to get to that specific destiny, because these are the chain of fates that is knotted and tied and has these specific ties. Now, and you can cut other specific ties that maybe feel like you're holding you back. Well, it's either you're going to keep going and it snaps on its own, or you're going to notice it and you're going to snap it on yourself, on yourself, and you're going to keep going. That's that focus, having supreme, serious focus. Some serious focus energy, because I feel some felt like they were being torn from their focus, that you then wake up and realize in a way was taking you down a destiny that you, in a sense, possibly realize that you were going to lose yourself. You were going to become something that you would have become an empty vessel, because it would have keep taking pieces of your soul out of you, and you would become a zombie yourself, like just soulless. And I mean, you already saw what it was doing, how blocked emotionally you were just to survive, how shut down you were or maybe are just to survive the chain of events, or to survive being around someone, and it destroys you. You see how you are not the same person you were. You see how it just changed you to become something that you are not happy with, but you had to be, just to feel some sort of security, emotional security, even though it was just, it was numbing it out. And now I feel like there's some sort of substance too that you're using in a way to numb out everything. And I feel like there's some heavy like warning slaps on it. Heavy warning snaps on it. And that's why this is this certainty and gentle aggression towards this destiny. Oh, all right. All right, so I was going to pull some tarot cards. All right, I'll go ahead and pull tarot cards. But this is the journey of mastery. You wanted this mastery. And if you choose to keep going for the mastery, you will find your doorway. Yeah, your doorway. You will find your way out with whatever you need or decide to take with you. Your doorway will be revealed. But if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you are on this shaman path, you wanted this right now to bring you to a specific level of standing in guard, standing guard on something, standing guard possibly for, I keep seeing children, kids. I keep seeing this energy, standing guard for them and, making sure that there's going to be some sort of, you're taking things with you. You're taking specific things with you. And this is why you have this luminous warrior, okay, right now. But this is changing. You are going to be coming out of this luminous warrior energy, and you are transmutating and shaping into this illumination and understanding of the shamanistic, just some sort of shamanistic and just realizing, becoming one with. Wow, yeah, you are guarding. You are guarding it. You're guarding something heavily. Some of you, it could be some of you could have been doing soul retrieval, and you are standing up and you're standing for this. You are protecting it. It shows here you're doing really well. There's a lot of, I feel, possible information out there that you could be getting when it comes to trying to keep it solidified as you play this character, okay? As you play this character, you are the stronger snake. So this is what I'm hearing. You're the stronger snake because of it being pure heart. Because of your heart being illuminated and you becoming one with your heart, you're the stronger snake, okay? You're the one that has the higher intellect. You have the higher tie to the forces of life. Anything. Your spiritual team, any of it. You have the higher tie. You have the higher vibrational field. This is why this makes this possible, in all of this energy reflecting away from you, no longer affecting you and pulling you out of this luminous warrior energy. As I'm saying all of this, I'm holding the Three of Swords. I mean, you are coming out of the dark of your own world. You had yourself shut away in a closet of your own world, and you are realizing this, and you're opening that closet door and you're going, oh, what? It's all being illuminated for you, with you, inside of you, outside of you. It is all going to reveal itself. Oh man, this gave me like, relief. because I was feeling some very heavy, just backing in a corner energy. I mean, it really was, and it was tripping me out. I'm like, whoa, here. Huh. Damn. Yeah, 10 of Swords energy here. It is heavy. It is really heavy energy. No joke. Wow. There is some heavy, heartbreaking illumination going on. I mean, just wow. The strength and transmutation and all of the truths, all the bridging of the mind and heart, like the strength in this. I mean, look at that. It's a 2 of Wands, and there's a sword there, and there's a cup. That's, to me, the bridging of the mind and heart, and having the strength. Stand in your strength. Your wealth. You're keeping your heart tied around the wealth of your true beauty, who you truly are. You're really reawakening. This is reawakening to who you are, to the beauty you were even before all of this. Maybe your feminine saw this about you, and I mean, you had a strong hand play in this too. It was not just all of the other person that created all this view, whatever. No, I mean, it's all mutual. There's no, this person was better than this person's better than this person, or this person inspires more than this person. No, it was all mutual. You, honestly, if you are in a karmic dynamic now, you inspired your person before your person inspired you. Okay, you inspired this person to be who they are. You were a rooting to them, and just as much as you feel they're a rooting to you, they're just bringing you back. They're just they're taking you from this freaking grave I feel people have shoved you in, digging it up, dragging you out, and going, motherfucker, rise. You're the fucking dead king. Rise. Oh my God. Yes, you got the wheel, clarifying this change of being the luminous warrior. Like, this person knew this in you. They just, I feel like they or you saw this in them. It depends on who you as the viewer are, because you could be the person watching this going, wow, yes, okay, I saw that, I did. Oh, wow, this was rooted from them. And now I'm playing that role back again. Wow, yes, okay. Some of you, yes, you are the reverse role. And if that fits, yes, that is for you. You are that reversed role. Now, if you're this kind of role, it is difficult. It is hard. Stay within your true, heart through this. You will see the answers. I did. I mean, I was revealed answers. I honestly was not even given any, in a sense, communication to find the answers, but to go within myself and communication with the forces of life. Okay, everything, the spiritual team, the forces of nature. I really dug into the forces of nature to be able to find my answers. That was going to help me to gain my own conclusions, because I understand that not everyone has their free will. If they don't want to give you conclusions, that's their dang right to not have to say anything. That's their right. And it's hard to get over that. It really is. It's hard to see that in a brighter light and in a very pure action, because you don't know every single detail. You don't know what all is going on. You don't know maybe how much this is happening, and forcing this person to feel as if they have to be in a corner or they have to not say anything. I've been in this position. I know what it's like. So you don't know if it is that kind of level or if it's just a lower level than that. All you know that you can do with yourself and your own functions and staying focused on your own path, since how we have heavy focus energy here, and your communication, and they, the forces of life want to see that your trust. So if you're trusting them, they're going to, you reflect that back, and you're going to, feel the trust in the answers you're being given. I see it all the time, illumination and focus here. What, putting the work. They're putting the work in this. They're seeing all of this, this is this 8 energy. Here we go. Okay, there we go. And this cat's looking at all of the work, that's being illuminated, all of this, realization, all of this ignition with this, this lightning energy. I mean, it's almost like Zeus himself was going, now it's time. I could have picked anything other than that, but that is what I picked for some reason. Oh, the authenticity with this Empress energy, the curse, with this Temperance energy, this Queen of Pentacles, with this holy crap King of Wands, that some of you are heavily dealing with the Sagittarius. And I'm surprised I don't see no. You're heavy. Okay, let me see here. There's a cutting of ties between a fire sign and a air sign, because this is a Queen of Swords tied to a King of Wands. This King of Wands is God. This King of Wands is tied to a Queen of Pentacles, who is tied to this this emotional balancing, which is this Temperance. This is balancing the emotions, and this golden fish here going into the 10 of Cups. But also the Temperance is a symbol of Sagittarius. So we have very heavy Sagittarius energy here. And that is funny because that's the first zodiac I'm going to be doing next week is Sagittarius. And this Sagittarius energy and this curse energy and authenticity, I caught this too in my past with this Empress and the Ace of Cups, of purifying this energy of cutting of ties and authentic mastery of one's journey and emotional giving, emotional love, the truth of emotional love I see here. The truths. There's going to be a message sent out for some of you. This is tied to heavily a fire sign. And some of you, this is heavily tied to someone of your past. Someone could be, if you're an Empress energy, you could be giving a soul retrieval to an earth or a air sign, or they could be earth and air, and they could be tied to a fire sign. That's where I'm seeing some soul retrieval going on here. Yeah, because of cursing energy. Yeah, because of cursing energy, they're seeing the lashing. I feel like the universal force is lashing. And the some of you, you're seeing the cursing effects when it comes to knowing someone that does a lot of cursing, and you're seeing the effects it does on them. And I feel mentally and emotionally, very heavily emotionally. And someone's got to be careful when it comes to smoking cigarettes, because I only cough like this when I'm in the middle of one of my videos. And I think I had one cigarette in like a week. Then even then when I was smoking cigarettes, I really didn't even smoke that much. I could make a pack last a whole week. So, and I haven't been coughing like this. And I only started doing this. I felt it over there when I was finishing my phone call, and I'm feeling it right now. This is also tied to some sort of curse. And this energy, there's whitewashing about this. I can see whitewashing about this energy here. I went through it. I felt the energies of it. I'm feeling the energies of it now. There's very hard time kind of breathing. This whatever you're if you're smoking anything like cigarettes, whatnot, this is triggering some sort of wanting transmutation. I feel it in the pits of my stomach. This feels heavily cigarettes. They're going to keep someone has a very strong curse tie if you smoke cigarettes towards your cigarettes. Yeah. Oh, wow. I felt the energy release. All right. Yeah, this has heavily to do with someone smoking cigarettes. I feel the huge overwhelming of anxiety. You, someone who watches me, you've got to stop. Okay, I'm going to move on. Focus, Virgo energy. Focus. You can do it. Soul retrieval helped me with the cigarette smoking, okay? I literally was able to release it, and the only reason I ended up with that one cigarette is because someone gave me a pack of cigarettes, and it just happened to be sitting there in my face, and I smoked one and honestly felt horrible about it, and literally gave the pack to my neighbors. So I was like, I'm done with this. Like, here, I don't want these. Here, these are for you. Yeah. This is heavily about smoking cigarettes. I've never felt such a strong energy warning in my life. Besides when I felt someone was, yeah, holy crap, yo. And you may be watching someone, and yes, this is about you. There is like, hello, yeah. And I mean, this is, yes. That's what I hear. Yes. Yeah. Emperor. Yes, you're an emperor. Keep going. Keep going. All right. What about the certainty? I'm pretty sure you already understand. Honestly, yeah, I honestly feel a lot of very heavy clarity. Okay. All right. There's Nine of Swords energy about this is an emotional offer or a releasing of this Ace of Cups energy in a message. Oh my, how overwhelming. Okay, this is why you have Nine of Swords about this, and this gentle aggression towards possibly the specific destiny here. Everything is being illuminated. Yes, this offer. It is a golden opportunity, gentle aggression towards this coming out of Five of Cups energy and towards this golden opportunity. Destined. What is destined? Can you tell me what is destined? Many options, confusion about the past, coming out of this confusion about the past. I need more clarification, please. What's with the Seven of Cups? Oh my gosh. And we get a Seven of Pentacles. You know what? This cat's dreaming. So many dreams, many wishes. Many wishes. Wishes. I like that. About this person. It was destined for you to dream about all of this, or destined for you to go through a lot of this confusion, many options, this nurturing of value behind the specific connection. Even though the Seven of Pentacles is usually someone caring to a garden, and the garden in that deck is dying, but not in this deck. And that's why I really love this, because the cat is playing with the virtues. So I feel like you're playing with the virtues of a release, of a revealing of a lot of hidden knowledge that was confused to you, okay? And yes, this is destined for you to do. Play with this. Ask questions. You can be bold. Be bold with your requests. That's a card I have. A unicorn card. Be bold with your requests to the universes and the forces of life. You are deserving of it. This is what one of the lessons is. You're deserving of, what you dream to have. We have moving to calmer waters, right? Really good. Really beautiful energy here. All right. What about this dowsing? See, movement. You have the wheel, the wheel playing in your favor into the Chariot movement towards this, away from this dry road into this very like a harvest, the harvest of all of this beauty. Like, it's like you were seeing the whole world with your own Shinigami eyes. Yes. That's the only way I can describe this. You are seeing the world with your own dang Shinigami eyes. You earned your Shinigami eyes. That's what happened. That is what happened. You earned your Shinigami eyes. Good job. Hells yeah. That's what's up. Sweet. Oh, I'm such a dork. But it's such a perfect analogy. It really is. And death, to feeling like you're left out in the cold. Both ways, okay? Oh, we're never left out in the cold. Oh my gosh, you're walking away. You are walking away. You're going to be able to walk away and be single. There is going to be there's devil energy about a soul. You're releasing yourself from an unequal give and take, taking a leap of faith towards giving the truthful energy, and not giving up a fight in the dream. You're not giving up the fight in the dream, and you are doing great with battling off the devil energy. That's impressive. Moving from Four of Pentacles into single energy and an offer in this King of Cups energy here. Very heavily King of Cups. And given time, you're going to be, once you exit out of your door, you will be given time to rest, heal, and do nothing. Just do nothing. It is well deserved. Okay, is that it? Is that all I needed? Okay, all right. I feel satisfied. Woo. All right, I like the fact that I do that. I play with my cards until I feel satisfied. I feel satisfied with that. All right, so let's see, y'all. Let's see what's going to play out here because I've added and... All right, what about this? Wow, you got 3 7s on the board. The 7 of Chalice, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. The only one you didn't get was Cup, Pentacle, Water, Swords, 7 of Swords. Wow. Huh, you didn't get 7 of Swords. And I was actually surprised about that earlier. And I don't think I fully said that. That's lying and sneaky energy. I think you're coming out of lying. I think someone who was lying to themselves or just kind of felt like they had to lie about things. There's no more lying. There's no more lying energy. Or fooling oneself, or believing an illusion. That's the only 7 you did not get, the 7 of Swords, and that's lying. Or sneaky energy. I remember how, last month we had that energy, and I was talking about how that energy was not going to work. That actually kept coming out heavy in the readings. Now it's not even here. You got every other one, but that one, that's very prominent. I like that. That is very cool. But for one specific person out there, that element is there, and it's tied to a fire sign. Maybe a few of you. Because I'm seeing that. Oh, yep, and I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm not just seeing it, I'm feeling it. That's where it is. It's hidden behind this. Behind some of you, it's hidden behind a feminine. And some of you, it's hidden behind a fire sign. And some of you, it's hidden behind both. And you know exactly, you have your Shinigami eyes. You know exactly where it's coming from. Okay. That's why it's not here. Because I see it. It's like, it's right here, kind of like crowned on your reading. And there's like this sticker stuck on it. And it says knowing. Like, you know where it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Full moon. Two, this fickle energy with this 3 of Swords and Thunder. Do you trust? Still seeking transmutation. Number 10 over the Luminous Warrior. Omens, the illumination of omens. Enjoy now with this Empress, Beauty and the Beast. Excuse me, y'all. You're just perfect for me. Number 9, over this message. Ace of Cups, purification. What about this Emperor? I really miss you, seeing the lessons. Dogs. Yes. I can see clarity and certainty when it comes to the Nine of Swords, and clarified that as I can see. I'm inspired by you. Gentle aggression and Five of Cups. Coming out of Five of Cups energy into this Ace of Pentacles, a golden opportunity. The Sun, destined. This could involve possibly a child, confusion possibly tied to a child, that to left out in the cold energy, or poverty tied to this child. I trust you. Love, the past. Wait, correct. Challenges. Listening to my heart, and they're focused. They're very focused, okay. It's truly meant to be. Everything is coming into a clear picture. 15, thank you. Anger about the past, bravery, and my heart leads me to you. Okay. Pretty good. All right. Pretty good. Okay. I didn't get any too sticky of information here. All right. That's good. So let's see what we get out of here. Playing with gifts. Good. Keep playing with those gifts. Kids safety warning. I feel like that is this dry road into this fruition road, and this wheel turning, and this chariot energy, okay? Everything's right on track. There are health problems. They're curious. They're being very mindful as to why you choose them, and they're kind of being triggered about it. They're seeking, do you trust, and I know, and deprogramming being triggered. Okay, cool. We were talking about that. Deprogramming being triggered. We have Luke Skywalker here with this walking away, the rattle energy, and blue. Travel. Journaling about omens. Love is the ultimate law of life. How did I end up with that in here? Oh, I guess I didn't see them all. Something is not true. Something is not true. Don't leave. There's this listening to my heart, don't leave energy here. However, that really resonates because I can see how it can play on two different levels. I understand you. You're perfect for me. This is that being triggered. there's a waking up to some sort of truth and a deprogramming, because the deprogramming ended up on enjoying now, the Beauty and the Beast effect, and this teacher, shaman, teacher, the big altar. There's something about someone, I feel like there's some sort of like, if you did research or if you know about the big altar thing when it comes to shamans, there's something heavily in that for you. It's going to help with deprogramming. I think there's something about it helping with deprogramming and something with the color blue. Know you are calling in your heart's desire. Oh, that could be with that blue energy. There's some sort of third party. Oh, wow. Addiction and drugs is upside down. There's an energy of like walking away from third party. But the walking away is upside down. And we do see this walking away over here. So, yeah. Backed into a corner. Help. Angry when it comes to bravery and challenges. Okay. I feel like I'm going to move from this energy here. I think there's one more. It did fall. All right. What is this? Tiger. Well, that's interesting because the Chinese zodiac, and I didn't know this when I made this, and I thought it was really trippy because I made a dragon, and my youngest is the Chinese zodiac dragon, and my oldest son is the Chinese zodiac tiger. That's interesting. And the tiger, I was obsessed with white tigers after I was obsessed with unicorns when I was a kid, and then it moved to tigers. And tiger is like the energy of like a warrior, like this luminous warrior here, like having to be a warrior. And that's what really triggered me to move out of this energy of like always calling in white tiger energy and move to unicorns. Yeah. Wow. Something about this tiger energy. Oh, deprogramming tiger energy, this warrior energy, deprogramming that. Oh, huh. That is interesting. And that's a hard one to do, to deprogram that warrior sense of yourself, that you're always like a warrior. You always have to be a warrior. You're always having to fight things, you know. Deprogramming that can be pretty hard. Anything else I should pull out? I think that's good. Oh, I'm kind of curious about this kid safety warning. Can you give me something about this? Confirmation. Huh. Dang, that's powerful. All right, I guess I should just end it. Wow, harmony. Music. One more, please. Release. Enchantments. That's just too, like, that's just wild. That's funny. I'm wearing my peacock skirt. Hey, y'all got a peacock. That's just funny. Wow. That's awesome. I'm wearing my peacock skirt. And we got peacock. That's what's up. That is what's up. So what's up. Oh my gosh, we got Blue Jay again. Again. Oh, I want one more. Again. Like, this person's about to take flight. Ostrich. Wow, the color scheme is very similar. Very similar. There's reflection, reflecting, flight, reflection, flight, universal communication. Yes. Reflecting, universal communication, taking flight, and reveal. The reveal. The real reveal. The reveal. The revealing. There's the door. Revealing of a door. Okay. The door. The door. Okay. The door. Okay. Number 3, harmony, music, the creation. Such as the Big Bang is, sounds such as the Big Bang is simply the movement of air, equivalent to breathing, an act of giving life, creation. A handmade flute, a rattle with crystals, a sacred pipe and drum. Oh yeah. For a shaman rattle, they put because you're technically supposed to have a quartz crystal with you at all times in your pocket. I actually read that in one of my shaman books. I'm not even for sure which one it was, but I started doing it. And the rattles, they actually would put a bunch of quartz crystals. Oh, I remember why. Because the quartz crystal, it's the same exact form in the tangible as it is in the 5D realm. That crystal in the 5D realm, past veils, it is that. That is what it looks like. It's not a vibration, or it is itself. It is its truest authenticity. Whether in the spiritual plane or not in the spiritual plane, in the tangible plane, it is the same form. And that's why it's that important, because it's the only thing that is that transparent of its true self. So yeah, and they put these in their rattles. And it makes their rattles more powerful, because also when shamans go into journeying, these crystals help also to guide them, illuminate the way, and they help them to they speak to you to where these souls are, especially if they're hidden in a very dark place, in the unseen. Sometimes you have to go through layers and layers and layers, or layers and layers and layers in the great beyond, to find these souls, because it could have been something that dark and deep of trauma. So yes, just put that out there. Okay. A handmade flute, a rattle with crystals, a sacred pipe and drum. Nature's voice expressed through human instruments. Music rings the bells in your heart. It opens you to movement and joy. You are in transformation through creativity. Find the secret of meditation and inner harmony by being in an alert stillness. And then a release. Number 17, Shaman, the song within. To end sorrow and pain, one must have a keen sense of awareness, a clear and simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline, intelligence, and sensitivity. It is not an abstract item. The shaman must summon inner strength, not only of thought, but of the soul. He must surrender, open, and release himself, as a cocoon must release the butterfly. Inspiration blows through you like the winds of creation, not blustering but soft, like the flutter of butterfly wings on your cheek. As clouds part, the sun brings forth the wild sensations of the earth, awakened and bursting with bloom, opening the rich fertility of your inner heart. New visions burst forth from your chest with the clarity of an eagle's eye. We definitely did see that here. Your soul knows the landscape of your destiny. Trust in this. Yes, like I was saying in my video yesterday, don't put your trust in another person, because what did I see here? I saw I trust you. Yeah, right here. I saw I trust you. Don't trust, just trust the other person. Trust yourself. Trust the building blocks of you, who you are. You wanted to go through all of this. You set this up. There's a reason why you wanted to do this. Even if it's that heavy and that tortureful of a situation, there was a reason you stuck yourself in it. And it was a hard one for me to face too, especially with, certain situations I was in. And I had to I literally sat there because I'm the number one person to go, it was my fault, and instead of doing that, I'm like, why did I ask for myself to go through this? Because this seems very true to me, that I asked myself to go through these situations. And when I do that and take full accountability of the whole layout, the whole destined layout of my life, even towards the future, obviously I set this in place for me to, if I choose this way, I must have to go through this and trust that I am protected, because this was the road you set up for yourself. So you not trusting that you're protected is only not trusting yourself. So, I mean, to me, I was just like, wow, am I so dumbfounded? I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. And that's what gave me so much bravery in myself, in my footsteps, in the fact that I fight fear every day about not having a regular job to, pay for everything when it comes to my son, to keep a roof over my house and myself and my son. I had to literally fearfully give all of this trust, and trust on myself. I set this up. I am okay. I already went through specific things that I'm still afraid of going through. Being homeless, and listening that none of this is going to happen again. You've already taken in your lessons. You've already surmounted over that. Now it's just going to get better. Yeah, you're going to have obstacles. I mean, this is part of life. This is a part of the lessons you asked for, especially with having very strong shaman energy here. Okay. Especially if you really resonate with like this energy of Luke Skywalker as an old man, with all of this wisdom. Like, to me, this is the face that like I have so seen on the person that is on my heart. Like, I've seen this. I know what this feels like. I know what this looks like. I've seen it in pictures, and I'm just like, I get that, and this is what drew me to this person. I mean, why do you choose me? Like, ask yourself that. Why did you choose, these specific events? Why did you choose to have heart triggers for the other person that's choosing you? why did you choose? You know, because that's the real question here, not the other person. The real question is in you. The real answers are what you give yourself and the questions you're already asking. And this was what, this is why I feel there's this reflection here going on. The reflection of, what you see and what you feel called to when it comes to a specific person that's inspiring you. They are just being a mirror of what you have inside of you, and to build in your confidence. Like, if you are tied to someone like that, there is something about that you have too. And it's just being like, this ostrich and this peacock looking at each other. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, hi, wake up, hi, wake up. Whoa, okay. Like, they're both like going like this. And I talked about this in 2019 about both of these people kind of like fluttering in the 5D realm. Like they're dancing, they're doing the dance of like bringing that world down. And this is what this ostrich talks about, is bringing the knowledge and information that you achieve from beyond the veil and bringing it into the tangible. So I'm just going to go ahead and read these now. Like, I get so in depth. Just like when I start seeing images, I'm just like, wow, really? That's cool. I want to talk about that. It's no joke. It's literally like I'm on a shaman journey with y'all. And this is what I see when I go on the shaman journey. And I'm listening to music. And I'm seeing all of these images, and I play with it. And I feel like that's what you're learning to do too. And this is also strengthening the trust. This is also helping the deprogramming. And this is bringing full balance with this Beauty and the Beast energy. Okay. I mean, this is heavy Beauty and the Beast energy. I mean, I can just straight up see like this masculine have this rose. I mean, full on, like, this is like, it's like this rose is their heart, and they're like, it's adorable. Just the things that I see. 26, Peacock. I am Peacock, the glory of multifaceted expression. I am everything that shimmers. I am all that radiates. I am divinity manifest in physical form. I am the power of flash and the influence of physical beauty. I am the reflection of inner grace on the outside. I am the mirror of everything magnificent. You are accepting and owning your body, for it is a mirror of the soul. To be aware of the spiritual is essential, but not to the exclusion of the physicality. We take our form for a reason, to express our uniqueness in the world. Vanity is no sin, but a deep appreciation of our creation when grounded in a healthy love of self. Break out the colors, fluff the feathers, don your finest threads. I have come to teach you how to flaunt with grace, emanating a true beauty from every facet of your being. You are beauty inside and out. You are body, mind, and spirit. You are effortless charm, and you are Peacock. I feel like someone's bringing this element that they used to have about themselves, and just, I feel like it's like, what I'm seeing with that is someone literally being able to calm the harshness of their roughness and taking this glass cover off their rose, which is this of their heart, and speaking to it. Instead of sitting here having to fully guard it, because you are seeing how that is happening to you and how it's a reflection of what you're doing with your heart. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there because that was just a little too much for me. I just like felt like, yeah, so we got Blue Jay here, number 2, with that number 20 over there we got here, and nice number 13 I stopped on. So, all right. Blue Jay. Oh my gosh. Okay, some of you, this has to deal with, you have a blockage here because of yelling. There's something to deal with yelling, and this needs to be addressed for some reason. I'm seeing and feeling, and yeah, there's some heavy tie to that. Okay. I am Blue Jay, the advantage of a quick wit and intellect. I am the first one heard. I am the brightest one seen. I command attention and dive right in. I fear nothing and I take what I need. I am the crucial adaptation of a successful life. I have the discipline to master new skills. It is fine to learn new things, but dabbling into too many will keep you scattered. I am the need to follow through. I wear the crown of achievement. I am the proper use of knowledge. You may need to be louder to get what you want. I don't know about that. Be careful with that one. I just mentioned something about that. You may have to outsmart others. I did feel that, so I am in agreement with that. But do not be afraid to draw attention to yourself. Let the world know who you are, or let the world know who you are, and the world know you are there and ready to take control. I am incomparable in self-certainty. I am the victory of taking what is yours by sheer will, in a way, because I did see this in this energy. This is like standing in what is right, like, and for pure safety, like what you feel in your heart that is needed. Okay. Get out into the world and take what you have worked so hard for. That I feel is important for someone that is heavily tied to this. You are presence, you are survival, you are bold ambition, and you are Blue Jay. I feel like this is ushering you to, especially if it resonates with your intuition, okay? Releasing yourself from a specific situation and bringing in harmony with yourself. This is also confirmation about kids' safety energy here, and warning about kids' safety. So yes, this is important. The door is going to be revealed. Keep listening to your heart. Yes, you are being triggered, but it's okay, because there's a lot of healing tied to this triggering, okay? But it's also helping and teaching you to how to keep harmony and peace inside yourself as you're being triggered, while you're going through these triggers, and how to keep yourself from being triggered with healthy boundaries. That's the only way, like, you're going to be able to have an element or feel an element of control over these triggers, is because your boundaries are being crossed somehow, somewhere, and you're not standing up for these boundaries. You are allowing them to constantly be crossed, and this is why you're so heavily triggered. Okay. They are constant because you feel an obligation to allow it. Okay. And I feel like this is what's ushering you to make a stand in and deprogramming, knowing in yourself you are allowed to have healthy boundaries, especially relating to space. I mean, I literally made a stand about me having one space, yeah, I really did. Like, I had to go. I stayed quiet. I did. I held back. I was like, okay. But then when, someone asks me a question, oh, are you okay? You mad at me? I'm going to be like point blank about it and be like, well, that's it. I don't want to talk about it any more than that, because I know it ends up in a fight. It's like, that's it. It's because of this boundary, and I'm not imprinting it upon the person. I make sure to try not to do that. And I also express, this is why I stay quiet, because I know when I get triggered, I am not a very nice person. I am an Aquarius. We are a king of, we can be a king of swords. We are the queen of swords. We can use our tongue in ways that I'm moving on. 23. Wow. In ways that can just totally rip someone up. And you can play it cool as a cucumber, but when you have Shinigami eyes, you can see his soul, kind of like. And you know, I will take a double-edged hit. I will take a double-edged hit just to kind of, you know, not suppress myself, to not feel as if I'm suppressing myself. I'd much rather, you know, go, you know, and get cut than to suppress. I'd rather a scar than to suppress. Because to me, a scar shows bravery. A scar shows, you know, you are a limitless warrior, but yet you are standing as a knight or a king guarding his temple, you know, and that scar is worthy that to be there on you. I mean, it's not something I feel should be looked down upon. Honestly, I used to be so subconscious over my actual scars on my body until like I looked at them as in a different way. It was like they were my character marks. They're my stripes, you know, on my armor. They're my victory stripes with myself. Even if it wasn't a victory, they're your victory stripes with yourself, because you stood and you took that cutback. You, instead of suppress yourself and step down, you stepped up and said, I'll take a scar for this, you know. And I feel like that's what this blue jay and this peacock and this ostrich is coming together and doing within your own soul. If you're really dead into this reading, this is what's happening with your own soul. Okay. All right. I am ostrich, one of the great connector birds. I am the odd man out. I am acceptance. I am that which is not obvious. As an earthbound bird, I have a former grasp on what it takes to ground the world of the spiritual. I belong to both worlds at once, striking the balance, finding the harmony. If you have found me, it is time to bring those messages you hear back down to earth. No wisdom doesn't serve to the world if it is left or to rattle around in your head. There would be no use of a rattle for a shaman if they didn't go to heal souls. You know, there would be no real use for these things, or even a road to a shaman, to this element of a shaman, if that was not something that plays in an account. I feel there's a connection there. Okay. Some people fill up so much on spiritual knowledge they forget to share. And, you know, that's what ushered me heavily into really, you know, I used to be a little bit down on myself. Like maybe I'm not good enough as a reader to get up to 2 billion subscribers, you know. There's been people I've seen that literally skyrocketed up within 2 months of doing their readings. And it was hard, you know, it was hard for me to feel like my knowledge was worthy, that what I have to share, to bring to the table, is worthy enough to keep going, and it will reach whoever it's meant to reach. Just like that saying I did, and I put up there, you never know what gifts you have or what knowledge you have that someone's been waiting for you to bring clarity into a specific message being sent in it. And I literally started to re-look at myself with so much bravery, because it takes a lot to trust. I mean, fully trust what's being shown to you. I mean, and it gets shown. Like, I mean, that spider caught me off guard, you know, and it gets shown. Shown to you. I mean, I thought I was a little bit crazy when I messaged someone about someone doing voodoo on them. And I'm just saying, I mean, I have gotten a lot of confirmation that this energy has been extremely true. And in two different occasions. And for me to constantly see this cursing energy, I have seen plays of where certain things have happened and how it reflects upon what specific tie of what specific person. I mean, it's for real. When you have Shinigami eyes, you can really see the spider web in everything. I mean, even the littler ties. And it gets weird. You have to trust it because it's completely what is revealed to you here is completely different than what happens out here. And that's part of the trust. And that's part of having that inner knowing, strengthening, like what we talked about yesterday, strengthening that inner knowing in yourself about what goes on, about what you feel, and beyond what illusion is being played. Okay, it's like it's like you being in your own Shakespeare play. It's very interesting. Okay. Others simply fail to come back down. The higher worlds are mesmerizing, but like me, you are earthbound for a reason. Find a creative outlet, tell a story, make a move, raise up your head, keep your eyes on the prize, which we see here. You are doing it. I am a quick runner, and I can show you how to quickly spread your newfound wisdom. Perhaps you already know your best angle, and I have simply come to ensure that you follow it through. You are channeling. You are bringing something forth. You are of the earth, and you are ostrich. Like, you are just as illuminating as whoever you look up to, and you have this question, why do you choose me? Stop asking yourself that. No, you know. Okay, see why. Okay, you don't need to hear it from them. See it why. And this is what was taught to me, and I had to seek it in myself. Why? Everything I was asking, I had to see it in myself just as much as probably they have to see it in themselves, because that's what brings in that true trust. That's what brings in that real harmony. You're not relying on the other person for harmony. Both of you are bringing in harmony for yourselves and then bringing in supreme harmony. Y'all both are at this level because, or at this level because of this. Y'all both chose this direction, and this is what it takes to get there. And if you really want it, you will get there, and trust you're going to get there. If you don't trust you're going to make it there, you don't trust your own destiny, and you're just going to follow in a destiny of lack of trust for yourself, lack of trust for the things you see, lack of trust in everything, and you're going to live your life that way. That's just the law. That's the law of this. That's the law of interpretation. That's the law in this function. I mean, you can't escape it. You've already seen that how true it really is, with this dry road, and then, really being illuminated, this road being shown. And if you look away, you will be stuck with this, and it will kill you. I mean, maybe not physically kill you, but when you lose your spiritual essence and your soul, you pretty much die, and then your body pretty much starts to die, because you don't have that fire, that drive for harmony and the love and harmony, the expression, the release. Nothing is released, but more peace and harmony is released, and then it's just more pressure, more. I mean, you end up truly becoming a coal, and not breaking out into a diamond. Yeah. All right. Yeah, wow, I am being called to another deck. Holy cow, we're already at 2:15. All right. Those of you who love to go deeper. As I said that, the drift. Yes, you're feeling the essence and you're allowing it to guide you to its physical form. And you're following everything that keeps you lighthearted, that lifts you up. Very good. Follow everything and anything that keeps you lifted up, that keeps you inspired, that keeps you looking to the stars. This is one of my favorite sayings I created. Reach for the stars, because the least you will get as you fall is the world. I love it. Reach for the stars, because the least you will get is the world. I mean, what else would you have to lose? You're already losing everything. I mean, that's what I had to tell myself. I mean, what do I have to lose? You know? Especially when it came to giving a message, even though I know I heavily hold back because I don't know what I am doing to trigger anything worse. And it's really hard to not do it so that I not doing this, you know, it's very hard, but I still put trust out there, you know. I've seen card readings where it's told me the protection is there for your masculine. Like, it was weird. Like, it was a pick a card reading. I don't watch those all the time, but I go after them when they're there and there's something there that's like a feeling of a calling. And it told me, it was like, this masculine is protected. Like, it was one of the main messages of this masculine is protected. Yes, they're going through hell, but they're protected as they're going through this. So that kind of puts me in a little of a balancing thing, a little bit, because I worry, but I know everything just plays out in the way it's meant to play out, and I know I have to stay focused on my path, you know, and keep going and doing what I know what I need to do. Yeah, wow, this is gathering around the power of community. There's this balancing act and experiencing life as it comes and seeing it. I would definitely say seeing it in new eyes. Like, you were given new eyes, resonating with a clear mind. And legacy, the father gate. Wow. Taking a bold step forward, evolving the next experience. Clearing the mind into liberation and surrender. Surrendering. Benefactor and transmutating pain, the fool's embrace. And allowing life to love you. Liberating, benefactor, this grace and generosity. There's also an exchanging of gifts, but for some people, there's some sort of benefactor energy that's allowing you to re-release. There's could be some documents that are, you know, ending in a way. allowing yourself to be liberated and transmutating this pain, but also a fool's embrace. This is also taking a leap of faith type of energy. And you have a lot of full moon. Water, there's a balancing act of this water energy and of the mind, an illumination of a clearing of this mind, and coming out of hurtful thinking, coming out of very hurtful thinking of yourself and everything, okay? Coming out of that hurtful thinking, really seeing it for its true reality of its spiritual nature, okay? And not the illusion that you were under. And this is also helping this liberation and rooting and evolving into this the stepping through, feeling the confidence and the bold energy in stepping forward, okay? And allowing love, allowing real love to love you, like feeling like you are, you are meant to have this, you feeling like, yeah, this is knowing, having this harmony about this, okay? Clearing up why, okay? All of these whys, it's all just clearing up, okay? Because I feel like that was one of the heaviest questions, like, why do you even choose me? And this is going to be cleared up through yourself, okay? Yeah, wow, okay. The true riches of yourself. You're transmutating this. You're allowing yourself also to love yourself, okay? And allowing, and this is also going to be reflected. You're going to see the train of event in that, okay? Yeah, and you're going to embrace it, because it's anything and everything you have always thought would be impossible. You've wished for and you've lost hope for it, and then it is everything you used to see when you were a kid. It's everything your heart just glue up for, like you knew inside of your soul that was you. You knew. And I went through this too. Honestly, I know this sounds a bit crazy, but I truly feel that it can even be spiritually. Like I was an element of like Sailor Moon. Like I was, Queen Serenity. I have always had a strong connection to the moon. I've always felt this kind of like this energy of Empress Queen energy. I've always felt a tied to Elizabethan age and this queen energy, and the furniture that a queen would have, the Elizabethan furniture. I have always loved it. I just don't even know why. And when I started to come into these past life memory stuff, and I started to realize, well, this is like confirmation and knowing in a spiritual level that, yeah, that is part of your past life. That is a tie. And there's just something extreme when it comes to me and my tie with the show Sailor Moon, without a doubt. Like it's really hard for me to kind of accept, because it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit kind of like offsetting, and it does give me a little bit of an anxiety of kind of talking about it, because it is kind of hard to kind of be like, yeah, I don't know, to people. And then it's like people look at you weird, but it's no different than a shaman journey, and the power of the imagination. Yep. There is a new contract, or the contract that is coming. Someone is stepping towards this contract. They found it. They found the contract. There's this sacred contract that you're stepping towards. And it's also an illumination of your virtue of yourself, the virtue of yourself, the unification of your higher self, the subconscious with the conscious, the oneness everyone talks about, the sublime kind of illumination through the all knowing and all seeing type of energy, you know, the akashic vibrations of the knowing in the universe, the forces of the universe, the speaking, the telekinetic communication when it comes to animals. I mean, it's a part of this. And all of this is going to be illuminated more. It's all going to be heightened. And you're going to be allowing this communication more, this love from all of these omens and animals. You may have saw a distance happening between you and the animals, and that could have been very heartbreaking for you. And it was because of this, okay? And now you're going to see the 180 shift in that they're going to start being drawn to you now instead of kind of falling apart from you, okay? And we do have this authentic energy here of the matrix and your obstacles. So yes, you're seeing it for what it really is, okay? The watchers, they're all watching you. The forces, the ancestors, the shamanistic ancestors, they have your back in this. I see the golden apparitions that I saw when I was a kid. They are helping you too. I feel like they're telling me they visited y'all too. So yeah. All right. I feel that's it because I did do the ending already. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Dang, 2 hours. Jeez. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to share, like helps the video move along. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. And next week, I definitely am starting the Zodiac videos, some more Zodiac videos. All right. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend if I don't see y'all this weekend. All right. Goodbye, y'all.